Hello students, today I will tell you about the number system, which is the base of mathematics. I have written natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, fractional numbers, rational numbers, irrational numbers, real numbers, and then complex numbers. Now I will define these numbers for you. Natural numbers. All the numbers of counting starting from 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. There is no end point for the natural numbers. Remember that there is no end point for natural numbers. Yes, the smallest natural number is 1. Then whole numbers. All the numbers of counting starting from 0 means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. These are called whole numbers. So what is the difference between natural number and whole numbers? That in whole numbers one more member is there, 0, and in natural number one member is less. It is starting from 1 and here the smallest whole number is 0. This is the difference between two. Then integers. All the numbers of counting, their negatives including 0 means 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on, and -1, then -2 and -3 and so on. Means all the natural numbers, 0 and negative of these natural numbers, all these are taken together are called integers. 0 is the equilibrium point, you can say. 1, 2, 3 these are increasing, and -1, -2, -3 these are decreasing. -1 is less than 0, then -2 is less than -1, -3 is less than -2 and so on. This is going downward, and these are upward. These are increasing and these are decreasing numbers. Then fractional numbers. All the numbers written in the form of P upon Q, where P and Q belongs to natural numbers. P and Q belongs to natural number. Now what does it mean? It means that P should be positive integer, Q should be positive integer. You can write 1 upon 2, you can write 3 upon 4, you can write 5 upon 6, you can write 6 upon 5. Doesn't matter. So numerator upon denominator, where both numerator and denominator are positive numbers, that is natural numbers. These are called fractional numbers. Then what are rational numbers? There may be some confusion between fractional and rational number to some students. So let us clear this confusion. In rational numbers, you have to write P upon Q, where P and Q belongs to integers and Q should not equal to 0. This is for definition purpose. Let us understand with the help of example. P upon Q, you can write 1 upon 2. You can write -1 upon 2 also. You can write 0 upon 4, but you cannot write 4 upon 0. This is the difference between rational and fractional. Here you have written 1 upon 2. Both numerator and denominator are positive numbers. So you can say that this 1 upon 2 is fractional number as well as 1 upon 2 is rational number. Whereas -1 upon 2, because here one number is -1, so this number is only rational number and this is not fractional number. Would it be clear for you that this is both fractional as well as rational? This is only rational. You know why? Because minus sign is there. Definition of rational suggests us that numerator and denominator, any one of these two can be negative number. 0 upon 4, it is a rational number. This is not fractional number because 0 is not natural number, which is in the definition of fractional number. 0 upon 4 is rational, but 4 upon 0 is not rational. Why? Because 0 can never be taken in the denominator. So this is a rational number. Then irrational number. Irrational numbers are like under root 2, under root 3, under root 5. All these numbers are irrational numbers. Why these are irrational numbers? Because whenever you will define under root 2, you will try to do the under root of 2, that is under root 2, you will get the answer 1.414 and so on, but it would never terminate and it will never repeat. I am telling you again, it will never terminate, it will never repeat. Whatsoever the number you will take under root 3, 1.73 and so on, it will never repeat. It will never terminate. And those decimals which never repeat and never terminate are called irrational numbers. And why these are called irrational numbers? Because these cannot be written in the form of P upon Q. These cannot be written in the form of P upon Q. How you will write these in the form of P upon Q? Suppose you get one decimal, that is 1.2. Easily you can write it as 12 upon 10. So this is rational. If one number is 1.222, then also you can write it in the form of P upon Q. That is a separate method, we will discuss that. But if something is 1.2121037, it is never repeating, nor a number is repeating, neither a number is repeating nor a group of number is repeating, then it is not possible to convert this decimal in the form of P upon Q. Therefore, it is called irrational number, and all these under root are of this kind. Yes, if you write under root 4, then it is not irrational because its answer is 2. So these are irrational numbers, and then real numbers. All the numbers rational and irrational taken together are called real number. Now let us understand with the help of some example. If I write some numbers here, if I write here 2, then what about this 2? You should try to understand now. This is, I am recapping this whole 2. What about this 2? You will say this 2 is a natural number. Yes, it is. You can say this 2 is whole number. Yes, it is whole number. You can say this 2 is fractional number, because what is this 2? This is 2 upon 1. So it is fractional number. Again, you can say that this 2 is a rational number, because it is 2 upon 1. Numerator upon denominator. So it is also a rational number. 2 is not irrational number, and in total 2 is a real number, because whether it is rational or it is irrational, it is real numbers. For example, now you take one more number, minus 2. What about this minus 2? You can say that minus 2 is not a natural number. Clear? It is not a natural number. Minus 2 is not a whole number, because this is negative and it is not satisfying the definition of whole number. So it is not whole number. Minus 2 can be written as minus 2 upon 1, but this is not fractional number, because one number is negative, and in fractional number, numerator as well as denominator, no one can be negative. So it is not fractional number. As for minus 2, yes, it is rational number, because it is in the form of P upon Q. It is not irrational, because this is in the form of P upon Q, whereas irrational numbers cannot be written in the form of P upon Q. And in total, minus 2 is a real number. So that is for the conclusion purpose. I hope that now you can define natural, whole, integer, fractional, rational, irrational and real numbers clearly. I am not explaining the complex number here, because this is not in the syllabus up to 10th standard. We will discuss about complex numbers separately. In next video, which I will upload soon, I will explain you how to locate the irrational number, that is under root 3, under root 2, under root 5 on the number line. Thank you very much for watching this video. Share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.